Dear Greg, I am so angry I can hardly see straight. My husband, Jonathan, and I got married 8 years ago, and it was pretty rocky right from the beginning. There was a lot of complaining and arguing. I guess I had big expectations about what he'd be for me, and he just didn't turn out to be what I had expected. I suppose I always knew that divorce would be difficult, but I had no idea it would be this bad. I can't believe the lies he's telling about me, about our assets, about a job under the table that I don't have, about my income. He's just making stuff up about me, and it's pretty hateful. He's being an idiot. I know you teach that loving is the best way to live, but am I supposed to just roll over and take this from him?
As you go through this experience, I suggest that you keep repeating to yourself the following 10 statements. The Real Love Guide for Divorce. First, long before I met Jonathan, I was not happy and whole. When our marriages are falling apart, most of us have a strong tendency to blame our unhappiness on our partners. After all, we reason, things were going well in the beginning of the marriage and now they're not. So somebody must be blamed. We haven't changed, so it must be our partner's fault. Wrong. Very few of us have received enough unconditional love, real love, in our lives from childhood on. As you've already said, Jonathan is somebody who uses getting and protecting behaviors right and left, which means he also uses imitation love in abundance. And what are the odds that somebody like that would have been attracted to a woman who was unconditionally loving as a partner? Zero. He would have been attracted to somebody who also traded in imitation love and who used getting and protecting behaviors in much the same way he did. And that person was you. You simply could not have been happy and whole and attracted somebody like Jonathan. In addition, you said you had big expectations of him when you first got married. People only have big expectations when they're empty. You had them because you were already lacking the one element, real love, that we all need most in order to be happy. Second, I originally married Jonathan because I hoped he would love me and make me happy. Because you were not whole and happy when you got married, you expected Jonathan to make up the difference, to make you happy. You required that he fill an emptiness in your life that began in early childhood. That put an impossible burden on him and set him up to fail again and again. In real love, marriage is not a guarantee that we'll be loved for the rest of our lives. It's a commitment we make to stay with our partners while we learn to love them. In our next session, we'll get to principle number 3.